Oh, yes, I'm doing my power moves here.
Screw the power moves. I'm just going to dance,
How do you
Sarah.
guys like this?
Oh, this is the one, actually.
I like these, yeah. Power moves. It's a podcast.
Not a cast pod. Hey, Fraser.
Every day.
She'll make you say, oh my God.
You didn't do it. You didn't say, oh my God.
Oh, I'm mixing it up. Bitch, I'm a cow. Welcome to the Hey Frase podcast. You know we are live on Facebook every Monday and Wednesday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9:30 a.m. for our Pacific Standard Time friends. And then for Paul Wharton, who is in Rome today, who we are going to try to get on the phone here in 10 minutes because Omarosa is like the biggest story of all time. And of course, as we talked to you about on Monday, everybody who listens to this podcast knows we've had Omarosa on this show. She was been on the live podcast show at DC Improv a couple of years ago. She predicted that night in August that President Trump would become president, and everyone booed her off the stage. They were like, yeah, right, bitch. And then she was right. PS.com. She was like secretly recording him the entire time and then lands a 7-figure book deal and is now the most talked about person in the media currently. I mean, I don't think she's really going to be able to get a job like after this. I'm going to go with this is it.
She's a smart lady. She outsmarted us all, honestly.
Well, she certainly did something. I mean, everybody's talking about her. I just think like she is, I will say this, she's incredibly savvy,
Yes.
right? About
savvy businesswoman.
Oh, yeah.
Sneaky.
I mean, she had to be, she recorded from the get-go because she knew, look, if this thing ends badly, I'm going to write a book.
Got all the deets.
I got all the deets. So anyway, we're going to try to get Paul on the phone because overnight, Omarosa's book came out yesterday, as you guys probably know. It's called Unhinged. She says that President Trump has a Coke habit, and we're not talking about the Coke that AJ does. We're talking about Coca-Cola. Different kind of powder. Okay. So she says that he literally sometimes will drink anywhere from 9 to 12 Diet Cokes a day.
His diet is so... Doesn't he eat like 3 Big Macs too?
Yes.
So on top of the diet...
Poor.
Ew, his farts must stink. Like Ivanka cannot stand his farts.
Well, speaking of that, I'm very excited. We have a surprise guest today, and it involves smell. Actually, I wonder how President Trump's pheromones smell. Like
grease from a freaking pan.
Oh.
Horrible.
And then it's just like a McDonald's Big Mac wrapper.
Frenzy, and then also the sugar. It makes his breath smell bad because like sugar just like stays in your mouth and just like festers.
Have you ever gotten into someone's car who has just left fast food in the vehicle and it's baked in the sun and it's almost this like stinky sweat, mildew, burger grease, and you're like, what the fuck is that?
I don't judge anybody's car, even though your car is supposedly like the biggest determinator of what kind of person you are. And like if the people's car is very messy, sometimes my car's messy, sometimes it's clean. I don't know if I had a good day. But yeah, I will literally they won't even move the stuff. I just like crinkle down on all their like magazines and their fast food wrappers. And it's like, and they're like, oh, sorry for the mess.
And then you wonder how they smell. Oh my God, President
it's
Trump.
not a good smell. It's not a good smell.
Oh, he must reek.
Yeah.
She also says that he had a tanning bed wherever he went. He would tan in the morning, first thing, so he would have a glow all day.
Ew, how is this man
like
still healthy? How is he still alive?
I don't know. Well, she says his mental decline is because of all the soda that he drinks. And she also says in Unhinged that she would leave him articles about trying to be healthier. And then at one point...
As like a hint?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then one of his advisors was basically like, stop leaving him articles. He doesn't care. He doesn't want to hear it.
He's not reading them.
I think, I put out on Twitter today because again, people like have emailed me. They know she's been on the show. They know she's dear friends with Paul Wharton. And people are like, are you going to talk about it? Are you going to talk about it? I mean, I'll say it again. When we met her, when we interacted with her, she wanted to sue me. She wanted to sue me because we'd agreed upon a talent fee for her for the live podcast show. And she would do 15 minutes on stage and a meet and greet. And then, I had to pay for like her plane ticket, which wasn't part of the deal. And she was supposed to reimburse me after she was paid. And that never happened.
She paid for her plane ticket?
Oh, yeah, of course.
All right, this is not Fox 5. We're not paying for bills here. What if we're doing a live Fox 5 or any type of like,
like,
network.
no way.
Hey, Frase is going to pay for your travel expenses.
Yeah.
I've never...
This is when the podcast made 10 cents, literally. Like, this is when I would put up like a GoFundMe, like for myself.
Okay.
Like, so the podcast had no money at this point.
Right.
And so I paid for her plane ticket and she was supposed to reimburse me. Anyway, she never did. And so I would email her and text her. And so finally, Sammy K, who you guys all know, who used to co-host this podcast, who started out with me, Sammy basically called her like a broke ass bitch and everything and how she has no money. And then she threatened to sue me. Basically for defamation or whatever. She ain't broke anymore though. She's like making serious bank.
Wasn't her appearance after The Apprentice?
Oh yeah.
So
this
she
was
had
like
money.
Before. I don't think she. Okay, I don't know. Hopefully
get
she's
sued
busy.
again.
I feel like she's busy tape recording everybody.
Right.
So I don't think she's really listening. Hopefully to this podcast. But I think that, I don't know. I think she's very savvy. I think we had to pay for her entire bar tab. I think she has I don't want to say sense of entitlement, but I think she just knows how to work it. Like, I think she knows how to see a sucker. And at that time, I was like a sucker. And I think she was like, okay, this bitch is going to pay for everything. I'm going to come on stage for 15 minutes.
Not give her a minute more.
Not give her 1 second more. She picked up her purse just like she did with Today's Show on Savannah Guthrie. Like after 7 minutes, she's like, okay, Savannah, it's been 7 minutes and you know I have another appearance.
I've been timing this whole time. My 7 minutes are up.
Where the fuck have you got to go?
Please.
You're on Today's Show. It's like the biggest audience. Okay, where are you going?
I would literally take a bed there and say, can I stay the night?
I know, 10-10
never
win.
leave.
Like,
I
where
would
do you
never leave.
Anyway, so she, that was the story. Do I think she's credible? I guess. It seems like a lot of these tapes that she has are legit. I mean, do I think she's like shady? Like, I can't wait to. I mean, is Paul concerned? Because supposedly she was taping the president with like a pen, like
a super sneaky spy.
Yes.
So you think she recorded you and Paul?
I mean, I don't know for what purpose. Like, what? Do you want another like $1,000 out of us? Okay, here you go. That's about it. The next check will bounce. So good luck. Anyway, if you're live on our Facebook right now, leave a comment. Do you think that Omarosa is credible, or do you think that she just knew from the minute that she came into the White House that she was going to capitalize? Leave a comment on Facebook. We're going to read those. We have to thank a couple of our sponsors, and then we do have a surprise guest who I'm very excited about. Amy Morse is here. She put together a pheromone party recently in D.C., and if you haven't heard of this, it's kind of this phenomenon I feel like that's happened more in like New York and L.A., and it essentially is where you smell people's body odors in order to find your match. And I am so fascinated by this, mostly because I stink. And I'm just like, I think Dan smells like, even when he's like, oh, babe, I have really bad BO. I'm like, let me smell it. And then I'm like, oh, I think it smells good. Like, I don't even think
that's a good sign.
But he tells me that I smell like onions and a Philly cheesesteak. So, like, I want to know what that means. Like, what does that mean? And Amy was saying, like, it could mean, like, bad health. Then I'm wondering, I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? Am I having kidney failure? Who knows what's happening?
Yeah. So if you're on the Facebook Live, can you explain the shirts, like what we plan on doing with the shirts?
Yeah. Okay. So the shirts are behind us today. Everybody from the show, Leslie, our digital content creator, AJ, as you guys know, is our producer, myself, we all brought in our shirts, okay? And these are all worn shirts. Someone on the show has a very soiled shirt. I don't know whose it is. You can leave a guess. They're massive armpit stains. Somebody has like serious armpit stains. I, for one, think it's Rob Ford who's doing our audio. I don't know. So we're going to each smell our own shirts to find out, like, maybe we're a match. Like, what are you going to do if you've
already had sex dreams
onions?
about me, and if we end up liking each other's smells, I gotta leave. There's no
Oh, really? You're just resigning?
I'm
like
resigning.
That? Okay,
I mean, what more can we do here?
People are laughing. Laura is on the Facebook Live. Tracy says, as in regards to Omarosa, I think she knew what she was getting into from the beginning, and now she's capitalizing off of it.
Hashtag savvy.
Yeah, I mean, that takes some guts. I don't know if I could really record people, but I'm so nervous about this. I know people have recorded me, mostly because I talk shit about everybody. So people call me and they're like, hey, what do you think about so-and-so? I'm like, oh, I hate them. They're the
Sarah,
worst.
don't you know what I've been doing? I'm working here because I'm also savvy. I recorded you this entire freaking time. Every time you're like
everybody
and this person, and I get all the deets.
Oh, all right. We're going to thank a couple of our sponsors, and then we're going to try to quickly call Paul Wharton, do a couple stories, and then we want Amy to come in and talk about this new dating phenomenon, and does it really work? Because I'm very fascinated. Like, can two strangers smell each other, and then work out? Like, Workout as in like actually successfully date.
Got it.
Okay, so we have to thank Mervis Diamond. As you guys know, Mervis Diamond has been a long time sponsor of the Hey Frase podcast. If you're in the market for an engagement ring, bands, maybe you want a push gift, maybe you just want to celebrate a promotion that you got because everybody deserves diamonds. MervisDiamond.com. They have 3 locations, one on K Street in DC, Tyson's Corner, and then in Rockville. Also, they have awesome trunk shows all the time. Trunk shows are that chance for you to see unique product that they don't have in store every day, get incredible discounts, as well as you can get custom anything made, and then they have a 100% value turn in deal. So essentially, if you buy a ring, you want to go back 3 years later, upgrade, they'll give you 100% value towards an upgrade new ring, whatever you would like. Go to MervisDiamond.com. We also have to thank BioClarity. Lots of people are on my Instagram. I posted, I'm doing a makeup video with my longtime makeup artist, Pam, who I love and talk about all the time. And people say to me, Sarah, what do you use on your skin? I use BioClarity. You guys have probably heard me talk about this. I love it. It's 100% vegan, cruelty-free. They never test on animals. Thank you. I mean, I'm not a big pet fan, but I do not advocate for testing on animals ever. And it's incredible. They have 2 skin routines that are 3-step programs. The clear skin routine for combination oily or breakout prone skin, and then the essentials routine for normal or dry skin. That's what I use. It restores, it hydrates, and it cleanses. They also have a unique ingredient called Floralux, which is from chlorophyll and plants. It's literally all the green juice that gives plants its moisture and vitality, and now you can use it on your skin. Go to bioclarity.com. You know, my listeners will get their first month for 50% off a routine, plus shipping is free, and it comes with a 100% risk-free money-back guarantee, but you need to enter code Frase, Frase, bioclarity.com. Enter code Frase. All right, do we want to let's try and get Paul Wharton on the phone, because a lot of people want to know, Paul and Omarosa have been friends for years and years and years. Many people have been anxious to find out what Paul has to say about Omarosa's new revelations. And I don't know, was she taping Paul? That could be really good.
Oh, I know. Let's see. Let's try to get him on right now.
I want to hear. Well, you try to do that. I'm going to talk about a couple of stories while you're doing that. If you were a big fan growing up, if you were like me, you probably listened to every time you were at a county fair, you saw Smokey the Bear. Well, now scientists and foresters are coming out and saying that Smokey the Bear was all wrong and is leading to some of the reasons why people are freaking out about forest fires. So currently in the West, thousands of acres are burning all through California and Utah, some of the western states. But they're saying that wildfires are actually natural. But Smokey the Bear for years made the proclamation that, only you can prevent forest fires. Forest fires are good, that, the forest should never burn. Now foresters are saying that, in fact, wildfires actually should burn. In many cases, they're natural. And they say that the reason that some of these fires are so out of control is because even like when there was a natural fire, everyone flipped out. They didn't want any sort of natural fires burning. So now we're in this era where they're like exploding. They say that Smokey the Bear is getting a remake. He's 74 years old. And now foresting services are saying that Smokey the Bear is now telling people that, hey, wildfires are actually okay and good for the environment, help replenish a forest, but you shouldn't start a man-made one. I thought, wasn't that always his message? I thought it was always about just man-made fires. But he says that Smokey the Bear made people very fearful of natural fires, which happen all the time and are a way for the earth to replenish itself. So there you go. Fire Smokey the Bear. I'm all about that. Also, if you haven't seen this, we talked about it briefly last week, but being orbited by your ex, we talked about orbiting, and orbiting is essentially when you go out with someone like one or like a couple times, and then they never call you back. They completely ghost you, but they follow you on social media, and then they watch all your Insta stories. They watch your Snapchats. They like your stuff, but they never interact with you. Now the opposite is happening where people are addicted to being orbited. So this woman wrote for thecut.com, and she says, being orbited by my exes is my new favorite thing. She says there's something very attractive about realizing that your exes care enough about you in this busy world to still stalk you online. Really? That seems like really crazy to me. You go out with somebody 2 times and then I can't stand that. Like, it's like the guy that I went out with years ago who said that we were going on a date, and then I went to his soccer event. He goes, oh, by the way, would you mind getting on the microphone and making a couple of announcements? And then someone came up to me and they were like, hey, I'm so glad you're the VIP speaker tonight. I was like, what? That guy still to this day, if you're listening, Scott, unfollow me. Like, why are you still liking my shit? You used me for a free appearance. I don't understand. I don't find any joy in that. I don't even want to follow my ex's friends. I want to unfollow them too. Is this Paul?
This is Paul.
Paul? Are you at a children's center? What's going on?
Listen, child, these Italian children are everywhere, sweetie.
What are you at an orphanage? I don't understand. Where are you? Why are there so many kids?
Are you adopting a kid?
Quite the contrary. If you could see this for yourself.
It's quite the contrary.
It's not quite the orphanage.
Paul, did you meet somebody on Tinder and he ended up having a lot of kids?
Looks like Grand Hotel Poop. Do you remember that from that Queen Latifah movie, The Last Holiday?
Yes.
She went to the Grand Hotel Poop.
Yes.
That's where I am. Okay? I'm in the Grand Hotel Poop of Italy.
Well, you...
They don't have a business center with Wi-Fi, you know? Are you by the pool?
Sweetie, the Italians just do their business here. I mean, nobody's worried about what I'm saying. They can't understand anything I'm saying.
Look, you're in Rome,
I'm stepping outside.
We had to call you. We know it's your vacation. We hate to bother you, but everybody is talking about Omarosa. The book Unhinged came out yesterday.
You can't get this on Skype.
Oh, to get you on Skype?
You can see me?
Yeah, we had an issue with the video. We're just doing audio right now.
You can't see me, sweetie. You're wasting your moment. But anyway, I'll go ahead.
Okay, we'll try to Skype you as we talk to you too.
Paul, no, it's fine. Go ahead.
We need to hear. Okay, Paul, tell us your thoughts. Like, you've been friends with Omarosa. You guys were best friends. Are you like dying at all this? I mean, she like tape recorded General Kelly. She taped other conversations. She did a 7-figure book deal. Now she says President Trump is losing his mind because he's addicted to Diet Cokes. Like, Paul, what is your take? Do you think that Omarosa is credible? Do you think she's just capitalizing? You got to give us your thoughts.
But you know what? How come when a white man wants to become a billionaire and make money no matter what the cost, he's just a smart businessman, and when a black woman can use what she has to make money, she's not credible? Do you know what I mean? I hate when they keep saying that. It really gets under my skin. Yeah, so what should she give all her? Should she be poor? Should she be disenfranchised? Should she give all her shit away for free? I'm glad she's able to capitalize off of this. And she's definitely got something for his ass, as we've all seen. He is shook.
Well, wait. But, Paul, I think the question is, I don't think anyone is denying that she should make money, because many people who have left the White House have written 7-figure book deals. The Obamas, Michelle Obama,
yeah, but
many people.
But they are they're like, oh, she's just capitalizing. No, she's living. She's a black woman in business. People in business make money. And I think as soon as you decide to not feel bad about that anymore and not feel guilty about leveraging what you know and what you've done in your experience to make money, that's when things open up for you. I mean, I think that, saying that, oh, well, what about the credibility issue? Yeah, she has flip-flops. When we were friends, we were stomping for Hillary, and then she did a flip-flop because she needed to keep the lights on in that motherfucker. And at the time, that was the only place that she could really go and work. I don't know how much she believed in him. I mean, they've had some kind of relationship for years and years, but I mean, I always thought he was kind of crazy. Apparently that wasn't what she thought at the time, or she was willing to, take a chance, but she did cover herself for all the time she was over there. And I think we're seeing that come out now.
Well, how do you feel about that? Because I think people are questioning that. Look, you took this job, okay? You took this job with the president, and, he was a controversial figure when he was running. But then you get into office when this is supposed to be you're working for the highest office in the country, and she's secretly recording him. Do you think that was, that's the part I think people have a major problem with, is she was in the Situation Room recording General Kelly. Like, do you think that part is sort of...
Let me tell you something. Ivanka, Jared, Melania, the little boy, even Trump himself, nobody thought Donald Trump would be elected president until that moment that he walked out on stage. You saw they were all shell-shocked They weren't expecting that.
Right.
They were going through this campaign. They were stomping for Trump, and they were going to all go back to their cushy jobs. He was going to go back to New York, and everything would be set. They didn't know that people in America would come out as crazy and vote this man into office. So, no, really.
Yeah.
I mean, she wasn't expecting that. I will go on the record and say she did not think that man was going to win no damn presidency, and neither did any of the rest of us. So
She was going along for the ride.
Yeah, well, remember when she was
at the time she was stomping.
right.
Yeah.
Well, remember when she was on the live podcast show at DC Improv? She basically said, look, have any of your friends ever asked you for a favor, asked you to do something? And she sort of said, look, he's been really good to me, and so I'm going to support him, and he's going to win president. I don't know if she believed it, and that was when, remember, everybody like booed, but she was right. She
was like, I'm a Trumplican.
She's like, I'm a Trumplican. So, Paul, have you spoken to her since she's been on this media tour? She's been everywhere.
Well, let me just leave it at this. She and I have had a long-standing relationship. I love her dearly. We've had our ups and downs, but we always come back together. She did share. I have heard the tape personally myself. I've heard him saying some things that he's denied, saying some things that.
Wait, have you heard him say the actual N-word? Because that's the one that's very...
Oh, I'm not. No, I'm not. Listen, I didn't want to take no trip to L.A. and all that shit. No, I just heard some tapes there. Don't even try it.
Okay.
I got to say some of this shit for politics, my own podcast. Don't be trying to get stingy now. I'm taking a little call. I'm in Italy now. I'm going to take a little call.
Well, when is the podcast? When's politics?
For my own podcast.
Okay,
Right.
when is that going to be out? Because we want to hear it. Yeah.
You want to hear it? Why don't you come on politics? So every Thursday at 2, starting on Thursday, September 6th, we will be live in living color, going live from the Lime Hotel.
Oh, great. Okay. Well,
I'm
good.
super
Well,
excited about that.
I want to hear your
anyway,
point
the
of view.
bottom line is Omarosa is on point. She's making it happen. I'm loving every fucking moment.
Can you tell us a little bit about your Italy?
Interview.
I just want to hear a little bit about Italy.
Oh, yeah, we got to hear that too.
My God. Well, first,
A small update. Have you hooked up with any Italian men?
I have. I'm just living the life.
Now, do you have to pay more
just-
for Tinder to go overseas? You know how you can plan your trip? Do you have to pay more for Europe or like overseas? Or you just get one-time membership, you pay extra?
I'm a Tinder Gold member, but the thing about it is it's $30 a month. But anyway, that's not that important because I'm actually not meeting people on
$30
Tinder. I actually met $30 a month so you can swipe in other places.
Incredible.
But I don't need all that because this is the thing. First of all, I met someone. I actually met somebody on the plane, which was very interesting.
Oh, yeah. I
That
think
was
I
kinda
saw
cute.
you message or like post about that. Yes.
Yeah, I met somebody on the plane. That was really cute. And we've stayed in touch. And then now I have friends over here.
Yeah.
And my friend Anthony's coming from New York tomorrow. And my friend Alessandra and Simone, they came from Milan, and they're here. So we're just having a great weekend and a great week. And then my friend is having a birthday party on Saturday night. And then Renzo's coming for the weekend. from
Renzo
Brussels.
is back on the scene. All right. I can't wait to hear how that goes.
Renzo's back on the
I hope you've been
scene, so he's
dieting.
coming over from Brussels. You know what? I have not.
Good for you.
You look like you've
I've
gained
been
10
living- I have been
stone,
eating-
Paul. Have you been gaining 10 stone?
I am eating pasta.
Good.
I'm drinking prosecco all day long.
Good. I'm proud of you.
I am having the best time. And the only thing is, I'm really struggling with the language. I should know more than I do.
Oh, God. I would be clueless. All I know is like ciao, Bella.
Well, do you know how to speak Spanish? It's something similar.
I don't know
Romance
anything.
language.
I don't know anything.
All right. You.
Well,
Serious.
I
I
can
barely
take my
know
way
the
through
English.
it.
Oh, you'll be fine. Paul, look, you look like you're living your best life.
Yeah, we're gonna put some pictures up.
We're
I'm
posting.
having a great time. Yeah, and you guys follow me on Paul Wharton Style on Instagram to follow along. And I'm taking, what the thing is, because people that don't really like me look at my Instagram post and they're like, you fucking show off. And I'm like, that's interesting because, when Scott Disick or any of those guys do it, they're just cool and badass. But when I do it, I'm a show off. But the thing about it is, the point of me posting this trip was because, first of all, let me tell you something. I'm a guy from Cleveland, Ohio. I moved to DC when I was 9 months old. There are a lot of people that follow me, a lot of people that message me that don't go on trips like this, okay? They've never left the town that they live in. They get so much joy out of coming along virtually on these extraordinary adventures, as I call them.
Yes.
And that's really why I
minute.
do it, to inspire people.
Who gave you crap about like living your best life? That's even more.
Right.
Yeah, come on. We got to dish like.
My only problem
we
with
need
it
you
is
back here. That's good dirt.
Well, apparently, I mean, no, just occasionally, some people will chime in and send me a little message that, oh, yeah, I mean, okay, enough already. I'm like, motherfucker, I ain't even got started yet.
What we really need is for you to take a videographer along, and then that would really be the full virtual experience, because pictures don't do it justice, honey boo boo.
When I'm trying to do a couple of pictures, girl, I was in the massage room, girl. I had this camera going. I'm having a good old time.
Paul,
I'm at this hotel now. Yeah.
Well, you're back next Wednesday, right? Are you back next week? Maybe.
Yeah, I'm back.
Possibly.
In studio next Wednesday. Yeah.
Okay.
I will.
We can't wait to get caught up. We can't wait to hear about politics. Your trip to Rome. We want to hear about these haters. Fuck them. You look gorgeous. We're pulling up Paul Wharton style right now. You look like you're having a blast. And I mean, I always say I half believe you when you say that you're going to return, because I think one of these days you're not going to return and you'll only be available via Skype. So.
It's true.
Well, I will tell you something that we better figure out the Skype situation, because I was invited to go to Austria next week. So I'm weighing my options.
Okay.
I knew it.
We'll figure out the Skype video, and we'll get the Skype video going then.
I'm calling accounting and making sure I can still go first class. And if accounting says I can go,
And then you off.
Wow. No, I think that's good. Yeah.
But I gotta come home.
All right. Well, we will see you soon.
Repack and then do the podcast and then head back out.
Okay, cool.
Safe travels, Paul. We love you. Thanks for taking the time to be on Skype and for weighing in.
Love you guys.
We can't wait to hear. I'm sure Omarosa will be on your podcast at some point, so it will be very exciting to hear. I love it. You know all the inside stuff.
Just might be.
All right.
I
Sounds
know the
good.
inside stuff. I love you guys. I miss you guys. Have fun. I'll be watching you on
Love
Facebook
you.
Live.
Love
Yes,
you too. Bye,
love
Paul.
y'all.
So
Bye.
as Omarosa says, as
boy.
Omarosa says about Trump, don't talk about me behind my back.
Oh boy.
Like, off the
Oh
phone.
boy. Well, you probably have this place bugged. We're
Right,
worried.
exactly.
That's
You already know everything.
That's what take there.
Yeah, exactly. I know. That's what I think too. All right, Paul. Well, I'll speak into your pen next time.
Love you guys.
Love you too. Bye, hon.
On that
See
giardino.
ya. Bye. Bye.
Ciao.
Anyway, that was Paul Wharton. He's in Rome. You can follow him, Paul Wharton Style, on Instagram. I want to get Amy Morse in here. She was awesome enough to come in kind of last minute. She hosted this very unique, very popular party here in DC. Come on in. Amy is this woman is so creative. She's brought this kind of concept of a pheromone party to DC, which I feel like is so cool because we need more things like that. I feel like I only hear about these things when you're in New York or LA, but not anymore. So Amy is here in studio. Hop right on that microphone. Hi, Amy.
Hi.
Okay, we're dying. We've got our shirts up here. They're reeking. I can hardly keep going on the show. And I can only imagine whose body odor is ready to knock everyone out. All right, tell me this. I got a million questions for you. I read this. You made the Washington Post. They did a great article about you guys and about the event. When was the event? August?
It was July 17th.
July 17th. Okay, great. I was, just a month off, but mine is that. Tell us this. What is a pheromone party?
So a pheromone party, we had a live experiment. We had 2 PowerPoint presentations, $25,000 worth of artwork, and a giant house party, 2 DJs and a chef and a bartender. So I am part of this new startup that we are facilitating these creative events in this marketplace. And we're leveraging the sharing economy to bring people together. So people who didn't know each other, getting together for very unique experiences. So this is very much an art and science party that's inspired by curiosity, that's inspired by science, looking at DC as being a very single city. About 70% of the people in DC are unmarried.
Really? 70%?
So,
Wow.
yeah, it's a very single city, and so I thought this stuff was fascinating. I met this woman while I was bike camping named Lee Para, who'd done this before, and they had more of an underground event, and it was a straight out experiment with 80 people, and you smell each other's T-shirts and do these, descriptions on it, like what does it smell like? What does it make you feel?
Wow. And you actually tell us a little bit about the science behind this, because from what I understand, the concept is that we are attracted to scent of other people, and that you can actually kind of find a partner based on the scent that you like. Is that sort of the concept?
Yeah, I mean, so we are still understanding how we smell. The Nobel Prize was only given out in 2004 to scientists who are mapping out how we smell. So it's really interesting that, being part of this experiment is part of the evolution of our scientific understanding of both our sense of scent and pheromones in that role.
Love
so
this.
at least for me, it's so evocative of memory. It's so meaningful to me in attraction. I love smelling things, generally speaking, and
So true. I'll smell a smell and it'll bring me back to a certain time.
Oh, yeah. I like
alcohol
that
and
too.
drugs. I remember college and fun experiences. It's so true. Does that happen with it? I mean,
Yes, I mostly think of my grandmother when I smell like a lavender or something. I'm like, oh, that reminds me of my grandmother.
Right.
But alcohol and drugs is good too. I mean, that usually is vomit. Like that smell, like, oh, this reminds me of tequila.
my mom always used Ben Gay on like a certain thing, and I'll smell Ben Gay. It reminds me of my childhood because she would always rub it on any type of like small pain we had. Isn't so funny? So I totally am on board with this.
So, Amy, when this party happened, people were instructed to bring what? Did it have to be a T-shirt? Could it be a pair of pants? Like, what was it supposed to be?
So it's a plain white T-shirt, unscented, unfragranced. So you want to really get that natural scent. So pheromones are different from athletic sweat. It's different from like what we feel generally speaking at work, or something would be more of a panic sweat sometimes when you're, feeling anxious.
Yes.
So this is like when you're in a calm state, and let's try to get your natural smell.
And then what would participants do? So do you put it in like a bag? Do you put it like, or do you just like everyone has their T-shirt in their pocket and they go, oh, hey, give it a woof, like or whiff. A wolf would be a dog. How did it work? I'm so fascinated by this.
Yeah, so everyone brought their shirt, and they brought it in a sealed plastic bag. So the idea is to seal in your odor imprint. And so you are assigned a number, you get a Polaroid picture taken, and you can indicate underneath your photo which smells that you liked, and the number assigned to that bag.
Really?
So, yeah.
And then afterward, like people would kind of get matched up, right? With someone that they kind of had compatibility with.
And no forced matching. It was, you could go up to someone and be like, oh, hi, you liked my smell,
So do you guys put the numbers on a board? Yeah. And then after somebody will go up, like there's not really a judge, but someone who like brings it all together, like a facilitator.
There's a facilitator, but there's no forced matching. It's totally if you want to go up to somebody and say it. So,
Okay.
Yeah. But a few matches were made.
I was going to ask you, were there some successful matches?
Yeah, and it was great, because I think we're all, for folks who are single, just going through the dating process can be really overwhelming. We're just tend to be very visually oriented. You're kind of judging people based on how they look.
Sure.
You want to, maybe people are looking for people with a fancy job or a title or something. So this is a completely disruptive way to try to, disarm that whole feeling of being anxious. And so it was fun. Just the mood of the whole environment was really, people were playful. And if you got someone's consent, you could smell them. And it was just really fun.
Oh my God, it sounds amazing. Where can people, because you're going to continue to do these kind of unique events. So what's your website? Where can people kind of find out more?
Yeah, thanks. So the startup is called PACK, and it's PAKKE.US.
Okay.
And you can sign up to attend, host, or perform at an event. We really want to fund artists. So, this event had 2 DJs, 2 visual artists, and they were painters. So we really like to elevate people as much as possible in the community.
And you say that smell reveals a lot about somebody, right? Like a very foul odor can be indicative of sometimes like health issues going on. Like, how do you know if because like I said, you heard, I smell like onions and a Philly cheesesteak. So I'm just wondering, like, how do you know if you're normal, not like, how do you know?
Yeah, with that one, Sarah, you might need to go to the doctor or something just to make sure everything's fine. I'm sure, you might have a different sense of your smell than your partner. Maybe he likes
maybe
your
he's
sense
being
of
dramatic.
smell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's being dramatic. I like it. I smell it. I'm like, oh, this smells potent, but it smells natural.
Yeah, it's very natural.
I don't wear any deodorant. Like I don't really
you
wear.
You wear natural deodorant. This is the
I
stuff,
do.
and it doesn't really work on you.
It works half a day. Like I've yet to find the natural deodorants that hang in there for 8 or 10 hours. Like they really don't. You got to reapply kind of midway through.
Right.
But so what are some other things like that people kind of smell like or
Well, it's interesting because if women are on birth control, for example, they won't, since their bodies aren't trying to get pregnant, they'll smell differently. So you'll be attracted to different scents.
Wow.
And,
I'd actually heard that, like that you shouldn't date people on birth control because sometimes some things are suppressed. So you're like not really experiencing them at your like full kind of hormonal state and all that. That's fascinating, really.
Yeah, not totally advisable, but
right.
you know, just something to take into consideration that so when you're attracted to certain scents, sometimes it can be more familiar, like your family, right? But actually our bodies are looking for genetic diversity, so our offspring can be more immune, more resilient. So I think it's fascinating because people tend to visually look for people who kind of look similar to them sometimes, right?
Sure.
But, you know, when our bodies are looking for genetic difference, scent has this very subconscious way of telling you that you're really attracted to someone. And, you know, based on this 1995 study, this is what they found, that like, you know, women were indeed attracted to people who were genetically different from them.
Oh my
Which I thought
God.
was so cool.
Okay, so we all brought in some of our own shirts to smell our own.
We should have brought like our significant others or something, but we brought ours.
yeah,
But we'll
yeah.
sniff each other's and see if we're
Okay.
attracted to any of the smells.
Right. So what do I need to do here? I just like if I were at your event and I this t-shirt, okay, do I have to like smell it in the armpit area? What do I do?
Just smell in the armpit area. Ideally, it'd be sealed in a bag, and so that odor imprint is just in the whole bag.
Okay, wait. I
Gulps the
actually kind of
smell.
like this.
You like, okay, give us what scents. Are you getting rose or lavender?
It smells like a little deodoranty, but then it
Okay.
also smells a little it smells kind of almost like an herb, I would say. Like a not really a rosemary, but maybe like a sage-like smell.
Okay, I like that.
All right, I like this.
I'll take a
Okay,
sniff.
you take a sniff. And then would you pass it on? Like what do you
Yeah, should we go for the next one?
How do you plan the events? Is it like a Facebook invite? Like if I wanted to look up, just find your website and then try to hit up one of the parties?
Yeah. Find the website. We did a Facebook invitation for our last one, which is a wellness retreat. We had these awesome instructors. It was yoga. We did some body painting, which was a really cool exercise.
Wait, like naked body painting? Sarah's all into that.
It wasn't naked, but
Okay.
it was
I was wondering.
a very cool.
Yeah, I love that.
Instructor who runs
All
that.
right, this person put on like some sort of perfume spray. They clearly are trying to wow me with their perfume. Yeah. Okay, smell that one.
All right,
It's
all
a
right.
white t-shirt. Oh boy, this one I feel like this one everyone may want to pass. Okay. I don't think I can pass mine on.
Right, I totally think we should put these in
give
Ziploc
this a
bags because
smell.
I feel like this
I
already
want-
smells like air.
That one already smells like air. I want Amy to smell that. Okay, Amy, what did you think of this one? This is a gray shirt, sleeveless shirt. What did
Right.
you think of the smell of that?
So I think you guys need to wear them for longer to lock in the odor imprint.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay.
like, we did 4 nights consecutively. So like people really had to prepare for this party. They showed up with a bag, you know.
Well, just wait, Amy. That was shirt 1, but I think by the time you get to shirt 3, you're gonna be like, okay, a couple days less would have been sufficient. This one smells.
The white one, I wasn't getting anything,
Okay,
like
well-
not a scent.
Okay,
The gray one I thought smelled like deodorant, good.
yeah. How about that one? Yeah, that one is a.
It's a sour flower, not a bad smell, but a sour flower.
That is so embarrassing.
It's not bad. A sour flower.
Okay, who on the show do you think has a sour flower smelling shirt? Yeah. Okay. I want Amy to smell mine and see what she thinks. I'm basically having her diagnose my armpit odor. Okay, Amy, what do you think of the white t-shirt? We just gave you a white t-shirt.
This one smells great.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
right? This person clearly did not wear theirs. Someone on the
need to-
show
we need to prepare
did
more for
not
this.
wear theirs.
Right.
Okay, yeah, okay. Take a deep breath, Amy. Like this could be really bad. Okay. Seriously, we've killed the instructor. Oh my god. Yeah, what would you say is going on there?
So it's strong. I don't think this means you have a disease there.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's strong, but yeah, it's you know.
She's at a loss of words. This is the best. Oh my god. What do you get? What are you picking up? Sour flour? I've never even heard of that. How does a flour go sour?
I guess, I think a little bit of, I smell some like, maybe like a musky rose.
Yes, right? Okay, yeah, I think a sour flower, musky rose.
Musky rose. Oh my God, Amy, I love this. Thank you so much. When are you going to have a next party? You guys already have a date? For a pheromone
I think
party,
our
the next
wellness retreat will happen next month, which is going to be really cool. We've got this spot called the Land of Zorana. It's on the Potomac. It's 45 minutes away. This former DC food entrepreneur has this gorgeous spot, like 30 acres out in the woods. It's beautiful. So, if you guys want to visit our Facebook page, pakke.us is our website.
Yes.
We've got many more events.
We'll put up all the information. A lot of people are just joining the Facebook Live and people are saying, who is your guest? Amy Morse is here. She put on... Was this DC's kind of first ever pheromone party?
I think it's the second. I mean, my friend Lee Para really had the concept and did this a few years ago with 80 people. And it was very, very underground. And so we want to make this, I think we'll do another one for sure. And so if people are interested, please comment. We'd love to connect with you guys. Please visit our website and we'll do another one.
We'll post all of Amy's info. Thank you so much for being here short notice. I'm so glad you're still standing after sniffing my shirt. Musty Rose. I love it.
So let's reveal whose shirts was whose.
Yeah. Okay. So this white t-shirt was Leslie. Who, I mean, clearly just washed it right before she came in, right?
The white one was mine.
Oh, that one's AJ's?
And
okay,
all
AJ.
I did was I use a lot of perfume, but I did bike in it. So I feel like it should be a little stank.
A ton of perfume. You opened up your armpits and sprayed it with perfume.
Okay.
This one was Leslie's, this kind of tank top. Leslie smelled like it needed, Amy had said it needed like to be worn a couple more days.
Right.
But hers was good. Smelled like sagey BO. I was like, okay, I'm into that. And then mine, as we all know, is a sour flower or a musty rose.
Musty rose, all right?
I want to just come and see like what guy I would get matched with. I think it'd be hysterical. He would probably be so hairy. Like it would just be like unbelievable. Anyway, thank you so much, Amy. We're going to post all your info. Thank you for being here. Love the concept that you're doing. You guys definitely check her out. Love it, love it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Amy. We want to do a couple other stories. There was just so much going on in the internet so that we wanted to get to, and AJ had found them. One of them being this new, not really new song because this has been out like a week or so, but Doja Cat, who's an artist, has now put out a song called Bitch, I'm a Cow, which I love. And we've been now singing this.
Why do you like this song? I will never. Also, why is this going viral?
I think
for just being ridiculous?
Yes.
Oh my God,
you don't like it?
This bitch is crazy, yo. This girl is crazy.
You're not into this? I love it so much. I'm
concerned for her
bitch,
sanity.
I'm a cow. Bitch,
All right,
I'm a cow.
Should we bring it up?
Yeah, bring it up. Right. Play this. I love this so much. Like I think
one sauce, please. These heifers got nothing on me.
She eats French fries and a burger through the whole thing.
He definitely is giving me. She is a whole mood. What are these tits all around? This is a terrible green screen, by the way.
I know the boobs in the background are so distracting. So like she's in front of a green screen.
McDonald's. Eating milkshakes.
This is her best work. No one knew who this woman was until she did this.
Boys keeping me stronger. Bitch, I'm a cow.
Bitch, I'm a cow.
I'm not a cat. I don't say meow. Bitch, I'm a cow.
Oh.
Bitch, I'm a cow.
Bitch, I'm
a cow. I literally am speechless.
And
her body's great, and if all I have to eat is fries and a milkshake and a burger, then I'm down.
Oh my God, I love it.
Okay, so what you're gonna do is a spoof, okay?
I want to do a spoof 100%. What part should I spoof? All of it?
All of it, Sarah. And we got to get a green screen, and we got to get you a big cow suit and like a cowgirl hat.
How are we going to put the boobs in the background? The boobs are so distracting. She's like cartoon boobs going in the background. I'm like, these are so distracting.
Those are massive. Okay,
they're massive.
Honestly, a young boy would get kind of hard from this. Like maybe like a 13, 12-year-old.
Rob Ford, are you okay back there?
I'm getting all steamed up.
Yeah.
The windows in the control room are
I love this.
I missed a couple marks, you know what I'm doing.
And she just eats a McDonald's burger and then twerks the entire time. What a concept. This is all it takes to be famous in America. I love this. Literally. And then she puts 2 French fries in each nostril. What? Oh, whoops. So sorry. Well, we should have given you a warning.
I did. I got to shut this off. Sarah, you don't prepare anybody for this. X-rated.
God, I love it so much. All right, you're only going to see it here. We got to thank a couple of other sponsors of the Hey Frase podcast. HelloFresh. Have you guys tried HelloFresh? They're amazing. HelloFresh is a meal kit delivery service that shops, plans, and delivers step-by-step recipes and pre-measured ingredients so you can just cook, eat, and enjoy. Believe me, I know because I've used it. HelloFresh is super easy. Their recipes are like 30 minutes or less, all fresh ingredients, 3 plans to choose from, classic, veggie, and family. Look forward to your HelloFresh delivery knowing dinner just got that much easier, and you won't spend all night in the kitchen because recipes only take around 30 minutes, as I mentioned. Get out of that recipe rut and start cooking outside of your comfort zone by discovering new delicious recipes in each week's box. And of course, if you're a Hey Frase listener, which you are, you can get $60 off. They're like upping the discount. This is amazing. For a total of $60 off, that's $20 off your first 3 boxes. Visit HelloFresh.com/HeyFrase. And then you put the promo code in Hey Frase. Is that right? Is that the right promo code? Yeah, isn't it? Or is it? I'm sorry, it's HeyFrase 60. Sorry.
Yes, HeyFrase
60. Thank you. So it's HelloFresh.com/HeyFrase 60. $60 off your first 3 boxes. Okay? It's like receiving 6 meals for free. HeyFrase.com/HeyFrase 60. And then that is the code. HeyFrase 60. Hopefully you got all that. I feel like I totally messed that up. But you know what? It's HelloFresh.com/HeyFrase, and then it's promo code HeyFrase60. That's what we were trying to tell you. We also have to thank our live show sponsors. You guys were at the live podcast show. We have to thank Dr. Mary Alexander. She's a periodontist and co-owner of Total Dental Care of Maryland, a one-stop shop in dental services, accommodating children and adults for anything from routine dental to orthodontics and cosmetic surgery. TotalDentalCareMD.com. She's on Seneca Meadows Parkway in Germantown, Maryland. Her telephone number is 240-813-9111. Tell her Hey Frase podcast and the live show sent you. Dr. Mintz is also awesome. drmintz.com. He's in Bethesda. He's a medical marijuana doctor. Please, I have so much anxiety. I can't sleep. My back aches constantly. I need a prescription. Patients or potential patients can schedule an appointment or a consultation online or call 855-646-8963. He also does True Sculpt 3D, which is kind of like where it's non-surgical, but they actually kind of like help melt your fat a little bit. It's like soluble. It comes out of your body. He's awesome. We love Dr. Mintz. He also is into concierge medical practice. So essentially you pay him a monthly fee. You can see him whenever you want. You get hour-long appointments. It's unbelievable. drmintz.com. So thank you to our sponsors. The other big story that was trending, which AJ sent this to me, and I was like, I don't know if I understand this or not. But Play by Play, the show, had an embarrassing moment on national TV that's now gone viral, and it's a clip from a $100,000 pyramid game in which the contestants, first clue for people whose last name is Obama. He said Bin Laden, and then he came out and did this long apology that he just had a baby, and he was really sorry to confuse them. But I could see how that would happen. Did you watch this and think this was a major mess up? People were very upset about this.
I was only upset because how do you compare? I know the names are very similar, but he compared he confused Obama for Osama bin Laden. It just was what are you thinking, dude? How do you confuse those two? They're so different.
Okay, well, I think
you didn't think it was a big deal.
No, and it reminds me of my favorite clip of this news anchor, Will Thomas, who, when Osama bin Laden was killed, came on TV and was like, President Obama is dead. And
I want to bring that up because it literally
kills
me.
This is my favorite one. It went so viral. It was so good. I can see how they're confused, but
President Obama speaking from the East Room of the White House, telling the nation and the world President Obama is in fact dead. It was a U.S.-led Osama bin Laden is dead, a strategic operation.
I love this.
They caught him in a mansion outside
the East Room
of the White House, telling the nation and the world President Obama is in fact dead. It was a U.S.-led Osama bin Laden is dead, a strategic operation. Obama speaking from the East Room of the White House, telling the nation and the world President Obama is in fact dead. It was a U.S.-led Osama bin Laden is dead, a strategic operation. They caught him in a mansion outside.
I thought that was great. Evan Kaufman is his name. He was the contestant responsible for the viral gap. It's happened before, though. It's the slip of the O's, I think. Don't you?
Oh, yeah,
I think it can happen to anybody.
Now I'm trying to pull up the one of the pyramid show.
Oh, yeah. Bring up the question. Yeah, bring that up. Anyway, he went on to explain, like I said, that he was very tired. Here it is.
For $50,000. Here's your first subject.
People whose last name is Obama.
Bin Laden.
I'm sorry, but the prompt
I didn't even know this show existed.
Oh, it's a great show.
Really?
People's $50K is on the line. People whose last name is Obama.
Bin Laden.
Okay, this is...
He and Will Thomas ought to team up. This is awesome.
My problem with this is
so great. I love this so much.
He took a while to respond. He was like thinking so hard, like... I'm like, we're giving you away the answer. Like, you have seconds to think of somebody's last name who's Obama. Barack. Why are you going to say Bin Laden?
Michelle Obama, Barack Obama.
Also, Osama is his first name, not his last. I mean, there's so many things wrong with this.
I know, but that name is tricky. Well, it's tricky for like two people. I don't know,
this guy,
yeah, and Will Thomas,
who was just going on the show to get money for his family because he just had a child, and like that's really cute.
Yeah, he came out and did a really good apology. But most people seem to be supporting him, like they're understanding.
I support him, but like, oh no, you lost all that money. Or did he get to walk away with $50K?
I don't know. I actually literally had never watched or heard of this show until you sent me this clip. And I was like, why are people like flipping out about this? Like, okay, I think that you could confuse their names. It's the O's. Yeah. It's the AMA at the end. That's the that's why. It's the O and the AMA.
It is a bad circumstance that our former president had a similar name to Osama bin Laden. It was unfortunate. But I did want to say this. Before the show, we did a social media story, just like an IG.
Yeah.
And we did that thing where everybody asks questions. We did like on your page. We were like, ask me anything. You know, it was like so outdone.
Yeah, we're 2 months late, as Leslie told us.
So we said we're going to answer the questions a couple. So I'm going to ask you what people asked you. I want you to give a response to these.
Okay. Yeah, I want to hear these.
All right. The first one is, when are you coming to hang in Hawaii? This is coming from Kate Keeps Climbing.
Oh, anytime.
Are you down to go to Hawaii?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, we can podcast there. Yeah, all right. I'm coming to Hawaii any moment. I would love to travel. Like, I need to figure out what Paul Wharton is doing, like, so I can get on that. But I have no idea why I'm working this hard. That's why I say to everyone here at Podcast Village, how the hell am I here? Like myself and Oscar all the time. Everyone else is on vacation. I'm like, must be nice.
You know,
Rob Ford is
here more than anybody, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I leave before he leaves, and then I get here after he's already here. I'm like, well, did you leave? You have a cot in the back, right?
I know, yeah. Rob Ford, by the way, is doing audio for us and is like a staple here at Podcast Village. That's where we podcast.
I don't think he sleeps.
Okay, one other question. You guys can always ask me anything. I feel like I'm an open book, so that's why I didn't do this when this was trending on Instagram like a while ago, that ask your question. I was like, well, I pretty much tell you everything. Like, what more do you want to know? I've had an anal fissure and I have mouth herpes. Like, is there anything left?
You got to wax literally live on Facebook. What else do you people want?
You guys have seen my vagina so many times, people are tired of it. Like Paul Wharton, people are like, stop telling me about your vacation. People are like, stop telling me about your vagina. They're over it. They're like, close your legs. Yes.
People want to know about your lipstick color. Where do you buy most of your makeup?
Love my lipstick color. Oh my God, where is it?
Here?
Well, two places. Smear Campaign. Go to smearcampaign.com. And you know what I'm obsessed with this company is because this is called Tease, the shade that I wear. But she has names like slut, bitch. Like, she reclaims all these words that people use to try to take down women.
Oh, okay, good. I thought this was going somewhere way worse. Okay, I like that idea. She's trying to change the actual stigma of the word.
Take power of the word, yeah.
Take power over bitch.
I think slut is red. The Smear Campaign. Also, I really like lip scents, too. I do use a lot of lip scents products. So, yeah, they have a really good pink shade as well. And actually, that was another woman we're going to talk about next week. But Crystal from Black Dress Red Lips, she provided me with a really great pink. So that's my lipstick color. What else?
The next question is, what's the biggest regret that happened from stepping down from Sarah, Ty, and Mel? The name was confused here. Biggest regret from losing a radio show featuring you, Ty, and Mel. This woman loved it. She just wants to know.
Aw, thanks. Well, I don't think there was any regrets because the station went. If people don't know this, you know, I got my start in radio, and we have new listeners all the time. So my whole like name and reputation, everything I got started with Hot 99.5 and the Kane Show. And I co-hosted with Kane for 6 years on that station. Then left that station, went to New York, wanted to pursue a career in TV. My mom got sick. She had breast cancer. And then I got this job offer to come back and work with Mel, Ty Bentley, and then Sammy Kay was going to be the producer. And they had changed the format of Mix 107.3 to DC's 107.3. And it was going to be a top 40 station to compete against 99.5. But to reformat a station like that takes so much money, so much time. So about a year and a half in, they go, okay, look, we're going back to Mix. We're bringing back Jack. And so we're going to dissolve the morning show. And, they offered for me to stay on at the time to do middays. But I was like, I really want to start my own podcast show. So I don't think there's any regrets. I mean, there wasn't anything we could have done differently.
100%. And I think so much has come from, one thing leads to another.
Oh my God.
When one door closes, another door opens. Not to get super cliche, but I think you've done so much with the Hey Frase podcast. I don't think there could be a regret.
Oh, there's literally no, there's none. And I would never be, if I had just kind of continued in radio, I would never be where I am, career. I never would have had opportunities to be on HBO's Crashing. I feel like I developed the whole podcast series for Fox 5 for the Mansion murders, all that TV stuff. I shot a pilot. It never would have happened.
Exactly.
Any other questions?
When are you going to be in NYC next? And are you doing any more auditions for TV shows? Because you're going to be on HBO Crashing.
Yes, I will be on HBO season 3 of Crashing. You know what? It's so funny because I just reached out to the casting director and I was like, you know what? We got to get together. I really want to see. I mean, now I completely believe that I'm a TV star. I absolutely am please, I'm like the next Whitney Cummings. I mean, what do you want me to write? I could write comedy for you. I could be in romantic rom-coms. I can do drama. I can do Bitch, I'm a Cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. Moo.
No, stop
Hold
now.
on to my udders and you will be a cow.
No, I don't.
Anyway, I think I might be going to NYC next weekend. Who wants to go? Is anyone buying me a drink?
Is anyone buying her a drink?
I'm so mad. This show is only an hour long.
I know. We have so many stories.
I'm so disappointed. Well, we're going to have to tease this for Monday, okay? But I want to know, I want people to leave a message. But AJ's in a relationship. AJ just had her birthday last night, her legit birthday. We celebrated 3 weeks ago because I don't know.
Sarah gets confused. She doesn't know what day is what day.
Yeah, but I'm like President Trump. I've had too many Diet Cokes. So I'm just like, oh, fuck. What day is it? Is it your birthday? So anyway, we celebrated your birthday 3 weeks ago, but it was really last night. Your girlfriends got together. They bought you a Diva ring light, which is amazing. I know. I love that light.
I don't expect any presents from friends after a certain age because you just go out to dinner and the fact that they're there with their presents is enough for me. I never expected a present. I expected a present from my parents, a small something, and that's it.
I'm just dominating you with this power move here. Okay, that's excellent. So, okay, so and then they got together, they bought you the Diva ring light, which is an amazing gift.
Yeah, because you guys, I like to do impressions. Follow me, Andrea Lopez Impressions, and I wanted to use a Diva ring light, but I've never told them that I wanted this light. They just knew to get it for me.
That is amazing. That light is life-changing.
I know,
it makes
you
me look
have
10
one, right?
years younger.
And the thing that I love about this is Dan bought that for you. It's like he knew you. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what we kind of were getting into, and I want people to leave a message right now on Facebook. But we were talking about hey, when you're in a relationship, the person who makes more money, should they pay for everything? And we've been having an ongoing debate because Leslie believes yes. And in fact, Leslie used to date a guy who wanted to pay for her to get her cavities filled. What? Who are you guys dating?
Literally.
I mean, seriously? I want to know. And then Shannon, who you all know, who usually does audio, she's on vacation. That's why Rob Ford is filling in. Shannon is married to Oscar, who pays for everything. And then you're saying Iggy won't pay for it. He doesn't pay for that much, right?
And I know that we're super young. And of course, I want to support myself. I believe in the whole woman thing. Make your own money. You pay for stuff.
It's not that great.
But...
As someone that's doing it, it's oh, God.
I mean, I will strap for cash all the time. As it was, I ate a 3-week-old Caesar salad at Podcast Village, and I had food poisoning on my birthday. I literally was I can't even afford a salad right now, so I'm just going to eat whatever's here, and, But he doesn't really pay for that much for me, but I get that we're young, and he's paying for a lot more, and I get it. But I think
he's got a dope-ass job now.
He has a really good job. He's already gotten 2 promotions, and I just think that, maybe 1 or 2 nights we could go on a date, and he would pay. Maybe.
So when you guys go, you guys split the bill on everything?
Usually.
Really?
If it's a special occasion, he'll pay. Okay. But I definitely don't expect him to pay for. I mean, I would like him to, but I don't say anything.
I do. Okay, here's my thing. I think in my relationship, we do the same. Like when Dan's making more money, he pays for more things and vice versa, you know? Okay. So I do think there's something to that. But like, I can't believe Shannon and Leslie, we almost got to get like Leslie in here. Leslie will let a guy buy Leslie will
cavities, which is like
cavities,
$10,000.
manicure. I do not think when you're dating somebody, the guy or the woman should not be paying for your manicures. Really, come on.
And that's what we were talking about with Shannon is I was complaining about my broke ass nails. Like they were so destroyed. And I said, oh gosh, you know, and I'll paint my nails by myself. But of course they look better when you get a manicure. And Shannon just goes, just get your man to pay for it. I was like, what? It didn't even occur to me, like to ask my man to pay for all my manicures. And she's like, well, he's going to be staring at it.
Yes, that's how it's supposed to be, girl.
What? Leslie, you are mind blowing.
Like, how do you, okay, you must be giving some really good head because how is you getting to pay for your cavity?
She does. It's a Puerto Rican blowjob.
No, to be honest, he offered to pay for my cavities and he offered, of course, to pay always for my manicure and all that stuff.
Now,
and
how
I always
much
said
older
no.
is he than you?
He was 30, he's 31.
31. Okay.
31.
So like, so how many years older? 7, 6?
Yeah.
Okay, 6 years older.
Yeah.
Really?
I have to do this power stance more because I feel like maybe that will make me feel more dominated in the relationship.
Do the power stance. This is amazing. What else did he pay for, Leslie? I've got to ask Dan if he'll start paying for my manicures, my pedicures.
Yeah. Did he pay for your food, your hair appointments?
Girl, he paid for everything every time we go
I'm
out.
doing this all wrong. Yo.
All right,
Come and get some classes with me, girl.
I know, right? Leslie, you need to teach classes about how to get a man who pays for you.
We're going to have a bigger discussion about this on Monday. So leave a comment on Facebook right now. Okay, if you're in a relationship with someone who's making more money than you are, should they pay for everything? Your dental work, your manicures, your pedicures, all the food. I think Iggy needs to pay for more. Does he have a lot of debt? What's going on?
He does have college debt, but he's a much tighter wad person than me. So when I think like I just got $500, I'm at least going to spend $150 on people that I love, or you know, I don't put everything in savings.
You need a side piece.
And he gave me for my birthday. He gave me a pretty necklace. We're in a fight right now. I mean, we're trying to figure it out, but who knows? He gave me a necklace and. I don't know. Is that a good relationship thing for 2 years? And I always wear gold, but he gave me
out to dinner. Like the guy's got a real job. Like he needs to take you out to dinner for your birthday, just the two of you, not like a group dinner,
right?
And then like give you the necklace.
Yeah. So if you're watching this, I guess we figured it out now.
Anyway, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to share the Hey Frase podcast with someone that is never heard of us. We're not doing any more accents. We're done. Bye everybody. We'll see you on Monday. Bye, everybody.
Hey, Fraser, like it. Hey, Fraser, like it. Broadcast pod, broadcast pod. Hey, Fraser, like it. Hey, Fraser, like it. Broadcast pod, broadcast pod. Hey,